Larry from That's What's Cooking. Today we're going to do some stir fry. I've done stir fry before, but this time I'm going to try the beef and the chicken, a couple different flavors, and I'm kind of excited about it. I hear a lot about Korean beef, so I went ahead and I've got some nice flap steak that I cut up in strips, and I've got this nice sauce that I found. It's a Korean barbecue. It's by a brand I never heard of. It's called J Basket, but I opened it up and it smells delicious. And we're going to cook that with some peppers and some green onions. And then I'm going to attempt to do some orange chicken out here. Everybody likes Panda, so I did buy some Panda orange sauce. And we're going to try to do ourselves some orange chicken. I do have some vegetables that we're going to put together for the vegetable on the stir fry. Inside we'll probably have some noodles, some white rice, and I think we're going to get some egg rolls somewhere. So that's what's cooking. We're going to go ahead and start off with the flap steak. That's what it's called. It's beautiful. It's got some nice striations in there of the fat and stuff, but it's a little bit higher quality meat, but I did want something that was kind of tender, so I just cut it up in nice strips. And we're just going to put it out here. I'm going to spread it around a little bit. What I really want to try to do is get a nice sear on it. So my flat top has been warming up for a little bit now. So, I mean, you can really hear it sizzling. So it definitely is hot. It definitely is hot. And we're just going to spread it out and let it cook. I might even try to get it a little bit crispy, but that's okay. Like I said, I've been reading up a little bit on Korean barbecue, and, well, I'm just going to do my best at it. But we'll go ahead and let this sit for a couple minutes, let it brown on one side really good. Like I said, maybe even get it kind of crispy, and then we'll turn it, let it cook a little more. Then I'm going to go ahead and put in some, I cut up some red and orange bell pepper right here. That should be really nice. And then we'll cook it also with the green onions. But for right now, while it's just sitting, I'm going to add some spices. So we do have some garlic salt. See the wind blowing. Got my spices everywhere. So I'm thinking I'm getting enough on there, which I probably am. Pepper. I'm going to let that sit for just a few minutes. Like I said, we'll let it get really nice and, well, not super crispy, but get a nice sear on the other end. And then we'll be back in a few minutes. We'll go ahead and turn it, and we'll let it start cooking on the other side. Okay, it's been sitting here for a couple of minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and flip it around a little bit. I did turn the flame up a little bit. I had it on low. I put it on medium now. I don't generally cook everything on high just because it gets super hot on this flat top. So I'll just go ahead and just flip everything around a little bit. Start getting it on the other side. We'll probably just do the same thing. I'll go ahead and toss it a little bit, and we will just let it sit and just let it do its best to go ahead and get a nice brown sear on the other side, and probably add a few more spices, and then we'll come back and check it again. Well, we've had it a few minutes on the other side, so we're just going to go ahead and give it a nice toss. Looks like everything is browning pretty good, Not all the way. Like I said, I still want to add in my my peppers and my green onions to it, but I did add some spices. It looks like it's coming along pretty good. Looks real tender. So that's what I like. I don't like my meat to get all dried out and stuff, so I try to cook it on low so it doesn't get too fat. But it is getting a nice brown color on it. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to spread it out a little bit. Spread out a little bit right there. And we're gonna go ahead with our peppers. This is just one orange, one red pepper. I just diced them up, and let's go ahead and put them in here. And this time we're going to go ahead and go with the green onions. I've used these before with beef. It's really good. I really enjoy it. My daughter goes, "Why don't you put the green onions in?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll make it a little bit different. Okay, I got some green onions. I've got some red and orange bell pepper. I did put some more spices. We're gonna let it sit just a little bit. Then I'm gonna toss it up, keep browning it, and then in a little bit we'll go ahead and put the Korean barbecue sauce that we bought. We'll put that on there and mix it up real good, let it sit, maybe let it thicken up a little bit, and then I think that should be ready. So we'll be back in a couple minutes. Well, we've had them underneath the domes. I always use the domes just to make sure that the heat, it cooks everything inside real good. Like I said, it's looking really nice on the outside. I did add a few more spices. I tossed them up a little bit with our bell pepper and our green onion. So let's go ahead and see how they look. I'm gonna move this one over here, this one over here. Yeah, that looks really nice, really good. You know what? I always use the orange pepper, the red pepper. I just think it makes everything look really pretty. And then with the green onions, yeah, that looks really nice. Just gonna go ahead and toss it up, move it around a little bit. I will probably add just a few more spices and put it underneath the domes for just another few minutes, and then we'll come back and add the sauce. We've had it underneath the domes. Let's go ahead and take the domes off. And I think the meat is probably pretty good. Actually, I know it is. We all tried. We all tried a little bit, and it's delicious. I just wanted pretty much to get the peppers softened up a little bit, but this meat is tender. It smells good. It's cooked. The peppers are soft. They look great. The green onions meshed in there just perfect. So what we're going to go ahead and do, and what I had wanted to do was get a nice sear on it. It looks beautiful. It really does look nice. So I'm going to spread it out a little bit. Like I said, I bought this sauce. This is Korean barbecue, and I'm going to try it. Let's see. I'm not sure how it spreads, but that's why I bought 2 bottles, because I wasn't sure. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on here. By the looks of it right now, I probably just need 1 bottle. So I'll spread that on. That looks really nice. Oh, the smell is delicious. Let's go ahead and toss it around a little bit. Oh, the smell is fantastic. Yeah, one bottle covered. This was actually, when it started, it was like 7 pounds of meat. I just trimmed off a little bit of fat. There's generally not a whole lot of fat with this flap steak, but that 1 bottle covered this perfectly. I don't think I'm gonna want any more, otherwise it would be dripping, and this is perfect right here. So I think I'm gonna let it sit a little bit, toss it up again, and then it'll be done, and we'll go ahead and move on to the chicken. We're gonna go ahead and do up the orange chicken now. This is thighs. I always use thighs. To me, they're just juicier, and that's why I usually get thighs. So I got nothing against breasts. I just prefer prefer the thighs. It's never let me down as far as tenderness or being juicy. So I just cut up a bunch of thighs and kind of cubed them, and we're gonna go ahead and basically do the same thing. We're just gonna cook our chicken thighs here. Try to get a nice brown on them. That is the thing about, I read a lot about cooking orange chicken. Some people bread them. They bread them before they cook them, get it like a crust on them. It's almost like a fried chicken kind of, and then they'll go ahead and add on the orange sauce afterwards. And I thought about it, and I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it this way. I think it should probably come out pretty good. Like I said, we're just gonna brown it. I'll add a few spices to it, and then when I know that it's all cooked up, I'll just go ahead and put on the orange glaze. We'll mix it up, and I think it'll be okay. Well, they've been sitting on this side for a little bit. I did raise the heat again, like I did with the beef, just to go ahead and start getting a nice brown. There we go. See? We want to get a nice little bit of a brownness on there. So I'm just going to toss it around. I did add some garlic, salt, and pepper. And we're going to do the same thing again. We're just going to toss it around a little bit, let it brown, add some spices, and just keep an eyeball on it. Maybe after a few minutes, I'll probably put it underneath the domes like I normally do. But for right now, we're just going to, I did turn up the flame a little bit, and we're just going to let it try to get a little sizzle on there. Well, I browned both sides pretty good, and I've had them underneath the domes with seasonings. That's what I did. Seasonings. I didn't add any onions this time to the chicken, just because I don't remember seeing onions on orange chicken. So just trying to brown up the meat a little bit. Make sure that it's cooked all the way through. Pretty sure that it looks good. So what we're going to go ahead and do now, just spread it out a little bit so I can go ahead and put on the sauce. Once again, I got a couple of bottles. I got a couple of bottles of the Panda orange sauce that they use on the orange chicken. So it says shake it up really good. This, once again, also was like about 7 pounds of chicken, and I just cubed it up. So let's see how one bottle does with 7 pounds of chicken. Okay. What's that, man? What's going on, Padre? Okay. Well, you know, my dad, he's a world of information, and like I said before, I value it. So he wants to make sure that I get it right. So tell you what, that was one bottle. Mix it around. You gotta be careful. It's jumpy. I'm sure there's a lot of sugar in it and stuff, but I think one bottle is gonna be fine. You know, you're not gonna get that sticky like you might with traditional orange chicken. That's probably because I probably did need to bread the chicken first and stuff like that, but I think this is gonna come out okay. I think the family will enjoy it. We'll just put it on low, and we'll just cook it for a little bit and let it thicken up, and then we'll put it away, and then we'll move on to the vegetables for the stir fry. We're going to go ahead and start the vegetables now, but one note on the chicken. Before I pulled it, I let it set a little bit on low, and you know what? That sauce really started thickening up really good. So if you're planning on using that, just leave it on low a little bit. It's a little watery at first, but with the heat, boy, it really started thickening up really nice. And then once you put it away in a tub if you're not going to eat it right away like we are. We're going to eat soon after I finish cooking. It'll thicken up even more. So don't give up on it. If it's thin, let it simmer. Let the sauce thicken up like it was, and yeah, it actually turned out really good. So anyway, that's a little side note. Right now we're going to go ahead and do the vegetables. I'm going to put down the broccoli first and probably the snap peas. That may take a little bit longer to cook. We've got some shredded carrot, shredded broccoli. I've got some onions also, baby bok choy, baby corn, and water chestnuts, and also by popular demand I've got some cashews that we're going to throw in. So we've got a lot here. It's going to look like a lot and it's going to shrink down, but let's go ahead and start with the broccoli, and we'll probably cook this a little bit first along with the snap peas. I think I might throw the onions in there also. These may take just a little bit longer to cook, so we'll go ahead and move them around. The one thing that you want to make sure and do is have enough oil down. You don't want them to burn. So I'm going to go ahead and put some white onions. Here's our white onions that we generally cook with. I don't think we'll use the whole thing. Yeah. Oh heck, why not, right? Let's go ahead and put them all in. Okay, we've got the white onions down, and what I'll do is throw on some, well, I always use garlic salt, so nothing wrong with putting some garlic salt and pepper like we normally do. And we'll probably toss them up a little bit, and what I'm going to do is put them underneath the domes so they can go ahead and steam a little bit and soften up. Like I said, these are the ones that will probably take a little bit longer to cook, and then everything else will be really will be really quick. So I'm just moving them around. I'll probably put them underneath the domes now just to soften them up a little bit. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Underneath the domes, I'm going to add some water, give them a squirt, so that way the steam, get a nice steam effect on them and have them soften up a little bit better, a little quicker probably. Domes, I love my domes. So there's some water. We'll go ahead and let them sit another few minutes, let them soften up, and then we'll go ahead and add everything else. All right, I did a little bit of steaming on them, and we're going to go ahead and see how they look. They look great. Color's changing on them. Color's changing real good. They're getting that deep color on there. That way, you know they're soft enough. They're cooking. So what we're going to go ahead and do, so I can go ahead and cook everything else along with it. Let's go ahead and mix everything together here. Spread it out a little bit. Yeah, that's going beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go ahead and add in a few more things. We do have a bunch of stuff here. Let's go ahead with, we have some baby bok choy, a chopped up baby bok choy. And let's go with some baby corn. We're going to put a lot on here. It's going to look like a lot, but it is a lot. But it all shrinks down, and the more the merrier. Okay, I've got some sliced water chestnuts. And a lot of stuff on there. Okay. This is your shredded broccoli. I found this out a while ago. I really like it. I really like it. It gives a great flavor. It's broccoli. It's just shredded. Makes it really nice. Okay, we got some shredded carrot in here also. go ahead with another one. And like I said, by popular demand, we got cashews. Last time I only put in one of these, and boy did I hear it, so they're gonna be happy. I got two, so there's one. Here's the other one. Okay, and what I'm gonna wanna do is put on oil. Don't want anything to burn, so we'll put plenty of oil in. You're not gonna sop it, just gonna, when you turn it, it'll give everything just a nice coat so it doesn't burn. Okay, here we go. We got a lot going on here, so I'm gonna give everything a nice turn, a real nice turn. And what I'm doing different this time than what I generally do, a lot of times when I'll cook the chicken or the beef or something, I'll add it right in. Not this time. We're just gonna go ahead and cook this up, the stir fry, and we already did our chicken, we already did our beef, and we're gonna let everybody make up their own bowl. Because like I said, we have noodles, we have rice, we're gonna have some egg rolls, we're gonna have a lot of things that somebody can go ahead and make themselves a nice plate. So I like giving everybody a variety, an option. That's why I cook a bunch of different things all at once, because not everybody has the same likes or tastes, but we can cook a few things and try to satisfy a few mouths. But I think this will work this time. So we'll cook this up, we'll toss it, we can put it underneath the dome, which we probably will, and we'll come back in a few minutes and see how it is. I've had them underneath the domes. We're going to go ahead and check it out and see how they are. Let's go ahead and take them out. Color looks good on everything. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and add a few spices. We'll toss it up. This is almost ready. Like I said, you don't want anything to get too mushy. A little bit of crunch, garlic salt, a little bit of pepper. Be careful on the side that you pour out the pepper. I did that one time and I was on the pour side and oh man, I have pepper everywhere, so be careful when you're doing that. Okay, we're just gonna give it a toss and this should be ready. This looks really good. Like I said, I don't want it to be mushy or anything like that. It's cooked, it looks tender, I can cut through it. Probably just a few more minutes out here like this and it'll be fine. So we have our stir fry portion. We did our Korean barbecue beef, and we did the orange chicken with the panda sauce on it and stuff, and it came out great. So we're gonna box this up in a few minutes and we'll go inside and we'll show everything that we made and we'll make a finished product. Well, this is our finished product. This is everything that we cooked today. We have the Korean beef, and you know what we did, and I have forgot to put it out there, but my daughter said, did you put the sesame seeds? And I completely forgot, but it was still warm enough. Good thing that we bought them. They were toasted and salted. We put them in with the beef and mix it up, and it looks great. We also have the orange chicken. The sauce did thicken up some, and we tasted it. It's great. And these are our stir-fry noodles, and of course, you know what? I love egg rolls from Jack in the Box. They're the best, so we always get them. So we have some noodles and some rice in the background, and that's what we're having for dinner. So we're gonna go ahead and make up a plate and show you a finished product. Thank you. Well, we have our finished product here. It looks pretty good. I gotta say, it looks pretty good. I'm usually really hard on myself, but I think it's turned out pretty good. We have our orange chicken on top of some white rice. Here is our Korean barbecue beef that we have. It's our stir fry, and I have an egg roll, and we have some noodles that I didn't put on here. This is for my dad. I don't think he wanted any noodles. So anyway, this is what we're having for dinner. We have a few people over, and I think everyone's excited. Actually, I think everyone's probably pretty hungry. So anyway, this is what we have tonight, and I hope everybody enjoys it.